Right, I'm just going to do a test to see if you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, it'd be great to see a little message in the chat box below the video. If you guys can hear me, if you can hear me, it'd be great to see a little message in. Okay, well, I can hear me. Brilliant. So we have, hope everybody should be able to see the starter slide and should be able to hear me. My God, that's always a good start. Right, so we're going to get started in the next minute or two. If you are here, it would be fantastic if you want to chat, to sign into the chat box below the screen. I have to say, if we're up and running, I'm not always able to answer questions while we go along, but if you think of something, pop them in the chat box. When I get to the end, I will go through any that have come up. But seeing it is now 7 o'clock on the dot, and punctuality is a lovely thing, well, I'll get started. Today, I'm going to be taking you through 15 tools to make you a social media superhero. I've been working in social media for quite a while now. I've been doing it since 2009. And my name's Catherine Salt. And I have worked with lots of clients in lots of different areas. And I got into social media for my own business. I run a small lingerie boutique in the island of Jersey. And when the recession hit, in sort of 2008, and I had a business with no marketing budget, social media was just starting out. And it was through doing it for myself that I realized what a powerful tool it is. Now, over those years, I have spent a lot of time trying to find ways of making it quicker and easier without having to spend a fortune on tools. Because if you start going in and picking up these tools that have there's a cost to, I mean, that money can rock up very easily. So you could be paying up hundreds of pounds a month. So we're going to start with one of my favorites because video at the moment is so hot. According to YouTube, mobile video consumption is rising by 100% year on year. Not only is video popular, it has a huge impact on conversions, whether you're selling products or selling a service. But I know it can feel a little daunting to get started, and so many of my clients are camera shy. And I understand why, but you don't have to get in front of the lens to use video, or even spend a fortune hiring out like a professional camera crew. One great tool that's really simple and easy to use is Animoto. What Animoto does, it allows you to put together slideshows of still images and videos using templates. And all you need to do to create one of these videos is choose one of the templates, upload your images from your desktop or from one of the integrated apps. It integrates with Facebook, Instagram, Dropbox, Flickr. They make it amazingly easy, especially if you're not technical. When you have uploaded your images, you can add little captions to each one. You can also upload little clips of video. Then after that, you have the option to choose from a huge library of royalty-free music. Now, if you are looking at doing video and using things like Animoto, keep in mind how amazingly, I mean, I cannot emphasize this, how amazingly short people's attention span is. 30 seconds is loads. Once you've produced your video on Animoto, you can share it on Twitter, Facebook, upload it to YouTube, or even embed it into your website. Now, just a little top tip on video and Facebook. To get the maximum amount of people seeing your video, you need to upload it directly on Facebook rather than sharing it. If you are interested in Animoto, there is a cost to have something without the branding. And if you choose to do a yearly plan, it'll cost you $22 a month. Or if you want to do it month by month, it will cost you $42. And you're not only paying to get rid of any sort of Animoto branding, you can also add your own logo to it. And you can have a call to action video, a button at the end of your video. If you want to find an even quicker way of getting video up onto Facebook, check out the mobile app Legend. This app, it's available on Android and on iPhone. And what it does, it generates GIFs or very short videos that combine a still photo and a text, and then it automatically animates that text over the image. It gives you a number of different text styles, font styles that come in different whizzy ways. You can choose different color options. And then you can quickly share your GIF onto Facebook or Instagram or use it on Twitter. And the great thing about it is not only is it super, super simple, but it's fast. And the movement on the image is going to help attract eyes to your content. If you haven't been introduced to Canva yet, you're going to flipping love this. You don't have to have any design knowledge or skill to be able to produce fantastic images for social media or produce professional looking marketing materials. Canva it's a brilliant tool on your desktop. It's accessible to everyone, and huge Brucey bonus, there is a very comprehensive free option. And what Canva does, it makes available lots of different templates, all different types of marketing materials, either online or offline. And you can upload your own images, edit the text, change the style, fonts, colors, and really make it your own. There's also a mobile app, which is it's very different, and it's great for getting an image out on the go, but it's the desktop version that has the real functionality. And one of my favorite functions is this thing called Magic Resize. What Magic Resize does is it will change the layout of your image to all the different options that you can see there at the press of one button. So with the press of one button, you can have your image resized to be on Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, presentation size, A4 size, all sorts. It can save you a huge amount of time. It's absolutely fantastic. If you are looking to do images on the go, a very nice app, and this is an iPhone app, is called WordSwag. And what WordSwag does, you know, those wonderful images you see of a background with gorgeous text on, with a quote or some inspirational copy, and they look super professional. Well, bet a lot of these people who are doing that are using WordSwag. It has on it lots of different backgrounds you can choose. Huge number of different font styles, really cool templates, and they make it, again, really easy to share direct from the app. So you're not having to download things, upload things. Check it out if you've got an iPhone. It's brilliant. Now, Google Photos. God, it doesn't sound glamorous. Google Photos. Anything Google doesn't sound overly glamorous, but this is a serious lifesaver. And I think you're really going to love this when I tell you all the functionality that Google Photos has. You can download the Google Photos app to your phone, and what it will do, it will automatically save all of your photos from all of your apps into the cloud. Now, when I talk about all of your apps, that means it will save snaps that you've downloaded, Instagram things, anything that's on your photo roll will be backed up into the cloud automatically. And not only is it very handy to make sure you don't lose your photos and keeps them all in one centralized place, but it also has a tool where it takes your photos to produce little videos. It will make panoramas by stitching together images, animated GIFs, also some like stylized versions of your photos without you having to press a button. It's just all there for you. Google Photos also automatically orders your images and photos into an album, and the search function is absolutely fantastic. It will help, the search will help you save time when you're looking for that photo that you know you've got, but you can't quite remember where it was or when you took it. You can search by keywords. This is amazing. So I did a search here and you can see by castle, and it's intelligent enough to identify everything I've taken a photo of that resembles a castle. You can also tag people in your photos. So every time you do a search for somebody, it will bring all those photos together for you. Google Photos, the app, has a very basic editing option. You know, you can crop, add filters, adjust the light, change the colors. It's not the most sophisticated, but it's really quick and easy. And it can help you get your photos social media ready without having to wait until you get to a desktop. So we've talked about images, let's talk about text. Oh. CoSchedule Headline Analyzer is a free tool. And what this does, it grades any headline, blog title, or event name that you put in. And then it'll give you helpful tips on how to make it more compelling. The more compelling your headlines, the more click-through rates you're going to get, and the more shares you're going to get. So many people will share a blog post based on the title alone. It's worth spending the time really working on these. And this tool, it helps take the guesswork out of it. It analyzes the words you use and categorizes them into common, uncommon, emotional, and power words. And you can see the difference here between the two, say, event titles for this webinar. Popped in one social media tools webinar, which, to be fair, I don't think we need a grader to know that wasn't particularly inspiring. And it got a C-, only 42. Disappointing. I changed it to 15 tools to make you a social media superhero. Much better, 80. I know that's going to be a much more compelling webinar title than the first option. It's quick, it's simple. This is definitely one of my favorites. And it's also free. Gotta love a bit of free. Hemingway This is a web page, and what it does is it analyzes your writing and identifies how easy it is to read. A well-written blog post or article is going to attract more attention, get more shares, and encourage people to sign up to your email list. And writing it in a clear, simple way is actually easier said than done. And this tool can really help you develop an accessible style to get your message across. So just all you have to do is just Google Hemingway editor and it pops up. You take your blog post, paste it in, and Hemingway will identify any problem areas that you can edit. IFTT. IFTT stands for if this, then that. This is an online website, and it is a tool that has recipes for activities based on certain actions that you take. So, for example, if I post an Instagram image, it will then share that image on Twitter automatically for me. There's hundreds and hundreds of recipes available on IFTTT. Not only are there ones that will help you with your social media activity, but general productivity helps you keep fit, make sure your home's warm when you come back from a long day at the office. Some of my favorites are saving new Instagram's photos straight up to Dropbox for me, saving photos that I'm tagged in on Facebook into my own album. And when I like a tweet, it will automatically then add a user to a specific Twitter list. There are hundreds of recipes to choose from, and IFTTT integrates with Evernote, Pocket, Gmail, Instagram, Fitbit, Nest, and so many more. Now, have you ever heard the saying, the money's in the list? What we're referring to is your email list. And that's because, unlike social media, you own the relationship when somebody has given you their email address. If you're sending out emails and you're achieving a 20% open rate, you are actually getting your content in front of more people than you would do with a Facebook post or a tweet or an Instagram post. And one of the most effective ways of building up your precious, precious email list is by having pop-up subscription boxes on your website. Now, I know we all say, oh, we hate having pop-ups, but the reason they're so prolific is because they work. Now, if you do a pop-up well, it's a bit different. And one of the tools that's really handy is Pipity. This is a WordPress plugin. So it only works if you have a WordPress website. It will give a timed pop-up that doesn't completely obliterate your screen, and you can offer the people who come to your website something of value. An ebook, an infographic, or maybe a discount to encourage people to sign up to your list. And what this means, it means you're capturing some of the good work that you've done, getting all those people to come to your website in the first place. Now, this is a pretty low cost option. It's very simple to set up. You don't need to have any technical skills. It will take minutes, not hours, to have your site collecting those valuable email addresses. It's very helpful that it integrates with loads of email providers such as Aweber or MailChimp, so you don't have to manually import the emails that you collect on your website. Pipity allows you to have something to give away and also to test different versions of your pop-up box to see what works and what doesn't, so you can really niche that down. If you don't have a WordPress site, or you're looking for something even more simple, check out SumoMe. SumoMe offers a suite of paid-for and free tools for your website. The ones I'm going to talk about today are the social share buttons and the email sign-up form. Growing your email list should be on everybody's business to-do list. And the one way of doing this is by having the pop-ups. Now, SumoMe offer a really simple one to set up. It's basic, it's free, And it'll do the trick until you decide to go for something more sophisticated. In addition, they offer the social share buttons that float at the side of your screen that encourage people to share your content on their social media platform of choice. And again, that's another free option. Recommend having a dig around in SumoMe. It's got lots of very cool features, including a heat map. So you can record where people are looking at on your website, which to the geeky me, that's just super exciting. Once you are ready to sort of upgrade your pop-up boxes and your lead generation on your website, have a look at OptinMonster. And this is an example of one of their pop-ups. One of their studies has shown that a plugin like this can actually increase email subscribers by 600%. So the study they did, they were going from 70 to 80 new subscribers a day to around 445 to 470. I mean, mind you, you've got to have a decent amount of web traffic to be achieving those numbers. But if you are a smaller site, it is worth investing in a tool like this. OptinMonster allows you to create unlimited forms, and you can use those on different forms on different parts of your site. There's comprehensive analytics, so you can see what's working and what's not. Like Pipity, you can test one form against the other. And most excitingly, you can set up a pop-up that identifies when people are about to leave your site. And you can deliver them a chance to sign up before they leave. So if you know that it identifies when people are going, you could set a pop-up box that says, oh, before you go, you might find this interesting. Or before you go, here's an offer for free postage for your order. The lowest package is $108 a year, so this is a really affordable way of sort of getting into the pop-up game. Buffer. Finding the time to put your content on social media platforms is a huge challenge, and Buffer can really, really help you batch schedule your content. It is super easy to use. Doesn't require a lot of setup. What you do is you add your social media accounts to it, and you can add LinkedIn, Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter. And you can choose specific times for the content you put into Buffer to be sent out, or you can allow Buffer to choose the time it sends your content out based on the interaction on previous content that it sent. If you are interested in Buffer, I highly recommend checking out the Chrome extension on it. It's what it does, it integrates with Twitter. And once you've got it up added to your Chrome, you will see in your Twitter account this little sort of stack of 3 pieces of paper, which means that when you are retweeting something, you can choose to buffer it, i.e. put it in your buffer bucket to go out another time. This means you could spend 15 minutes, half an hour on Twitter finding interesting content to retweet, putting a little bits of additional information in it, popping it into Buffer, and then letting Buffer worry about when it goes out. If you're a small business, you should be able to use the free plan. If you've got more than one social media profile, you can sign up for the Awesome plan, which is it's $10 a month. And that subscription allows you to schedule 100 posts and add 15 RSS feeds to it. Now, that's an example of what it looks like. We're going to be talking about the Agora Pulse Facebook competition tool. Competitions on Facebook are such a great way of generating likes, comments, helping to grow your fan base. And there are two types of competitions. Those that are a status update, asking you to either like the page, like the post rather, upload a photo or make a comment on a post. And those are super quick and easy to set up. And they're perfect for giving your page a quick boost. And Agorapulse have developed a free tool to make the process of picking a winner really simple. It links to the post on your Facebook page and automatically selects a winner at random. And it doesn't matter what type of competition. It can be sweepstakes. So, for example, click like this post for your chance to win. A quiz, so somebody has to answer a question in the status update, and this app will identify the correct answers and pick a winner from that. Or if you've got a photo competition and the winner's based on the number of likes, it will identify that for you. This is very easy to use. It's also free, and it's brilliant if you're getting a lot of entrants, especially on sort of the photo competitions and the quizzes. And it also helps you stay impartial about picking a winner, which is for a business like mine, which is a very small business, and we know a lot of people in a small island. It gives that objectivity. If you want to get more from your competition, by getting people to give you their email address, you're going to need to use a third-party application. So this is a website that provides a tool to integrate with your Facebook page so people can enter a competition. There's tons of these. And they've got a huge range of functionality. And I've tried most of them because, God love them, they all have a free trial, so they're worth having a go at. But if you are looking for something really simple and easy to use, Heyo is fantastic. It's very quick to get a competition up and running. There's a clean layout. It's clear how to enter. You know, bish bash bosh, you collect the entrance email. It links into your social media account. Very easy to use, and it has a free trial. So I would recommend it if you are looking for a competition app to give this a go first. So my final tool is SumoRank. Now, this is a bit more of a spies tool than a superhero tool. With SumoRank, you can find out how well your competitors are doing on Facebook. All you need to do is put their Facebook address in the box, and ta-da! All their deepest, darkest Facebook secrets are revealed. Okay, well, I might be overstating it a bit, but there's some pretty useful data. As you can see here, this is business, lingerie business called Rigby and Peller in the UK. And you get to see what day of the week attracts most comments and what gets most likes, what their most popular posts are, and the different levels of activity on their page. You can also use the app to track your progress. However, if you have a small number of fans, it might not pick up your page. And that's the same if your competitors have a small number of fans as well. They might not get picked up. My lingerie website does. I have 4,000 fans. I think if you have hundreds of fans on your page, I don't think it's going to pick it up for you. If that is the case, find yourself a competitor with more fans, see what they're doing, and learn from their activity. So that brings me to the end of my 15 cool tools to make you a social media superhero. If you have any questions, you can pop them in the chat box. It would be very cool if you came and visited my website. You can also hang out with me on Twitter. There's a Digital Salt page on Facebook, and I am on Snapchat, usually pulling faces and looking a bit silly. Thanks everybody for joining me for today. And I look forward to seeing you at my next free webinar.